I want to share with you a story I heard about an IDF soldier that came home from Gaza. His mother asked her soldier son what's going to be the first thing he wants to do when he gets home, and he told her, "Hang a picture of the Beit HaMikdash, the temple, in my living room." The Beit HaMikdash, the temple, the Jewish temple, was destroyed 2,000 years ago by the Romans. It was located underneath where the Dome of the Rock currently stands. And Jewish people pray every day for it to be rebuilt and have done so for 2,000 years. Anyway, his mother responded by saying, "Really? You don't want to shower first? Eat your favourite food?" And the soldier answered, "You don't understand, Mum. In Gaza, there isn't a home, government office or school that doesn't have a picture of the Al-Aqsa Mosque. They constantly remind themselves of what they are fighting for. We have to do the same." I cannot tell you how powerful and true this story is, and how much it resonated with me when I heard it. The only path to victory for the Jewish people is when we remember who we are. Because it's only in knowing who we are that we will find the courage, the justification for standing up and fighting. Yes, falafel and pita are tasty, but that's not enough for reason or cause to fight. Ironically and unintentionally, Hamas' dedication to eradicate the Jewish people is creating a revival and reawakening among the Jewish people about who we really are and why we must actualize our national mission and destiny. We have to be equally, if not more, dedicated to the cause of the Jewish people as Hamas are to the cause of destroying us. And to do that, we have to dig a little deeper to discover who we really are. And when we do, we will find an infinite depth of wisdom and meaning in our heritage to draw upon. A depth that Hamas, or indeed any other nation on this earth, could not attempt to replicate. And who are we? And what is our mission? We, the Jewish people, are God's chosen people. Now you may feel a bit uncomfortable saying that, and it might not be politically correct, but we didn't choose it, He chose us. And it is what it is. And it's a bit too late now to be denying it. And frankly, the world knows it. We are the direct biological descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who were tasked with a mission at Mount Sinai to introduce and perpetuate the voice of God in our world by entering into an intimate, covenantal relationship with Him. It's a job that has obviously been very challenging and painful, and has led to a lot of hardship and suffering and pain over the past 3,000 years. Being God's chosen people is not easy. But it's also a mission that has been extremely rewarding and has gradually transformed the world's values and shaped so much of modern thinking. But we, the Jewish nation, have more to do, especially now that we have returned to our homeland. And we aren't going anywhere because our destiny is tied to the very destiny of the world. And the Israel Defense Force soldiers, whether they consider themselves secular or religious, it didn't matter. They are all waking up to this. Our enemies have woken us up to the need to reconnect and rediscover our spiritual purpose. In the same way that our enemies' lives are centered around their mission to destroy, we are realizing that we must center our own lives around our national mission to bring true life to our world. And true life means actualizing the whole purpose of life itself, which is to create a home for God in our world. And that's what the temple represents. It represents God's dwelling place, His having a home in our world, in all of us, having a relationship with all of us. I just saw a speech by Israeli Knesset parliament member Galit Distal, who made this very point. She said Israel needs to rethink its whole educational system to ensure that we communicate clearly and passionately to all of the Jewish people who we really are. How could we ever have done otherwise? But what's amazing is all our passion and connection and love of our heritage is lying in every Jew, sometimes just a tiny bit beneath the surface, and it can so very quickly be revealed, as we've seen. So this soldier who spoke to his mum, he gets it. And this is what we all need to do. Rediscover who we really are, who the Jewish people are, the nation of God. We need to do it not just for us, but for the entire world. I'm Ollie Annisfeld and you're watching JTV.